Oh, here we go. Found this on the internet too. Hutchison effect caught on tape in high definition. I was just at John's apartment laboratory camera crew for a TV series I'm co-producing and hosting. We shot for over 7 hours in high def and captured some extraordinary footage. You may ask about the HGH bottle that floated in the air for the better part of 20 minutes. It was constant and controlled, stunning. It seemed to have overdriven some elements of the components. I'm not sure if that is a common problem. Rob Simone. Yeah, that one was what? Oh, this is Willie Malik having dinner with. Oh, that's when I was married to Helena. Huh, how odd. Oh well, that's an interesting story. I remember it quite well. It's actually on the internet somewhere, the whole show, for Discovery Channel. I got films of them too, telling me where to put the canister again of HGH. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, I found this too. This is a aluminium bar, big bar. It was picked up during a test in the 80s by Alex Pizarro and left his fingerprints in it. All soft and gooey and cold. Yeah, it was quite an adventure with doing all that stuff in the 80s. Okay, let's go to photos. More of Alex Pizarro's fingerprints on the same bar. He put it back down. It's just cold. Really cold, he said. So, okay, let's find something else. Another picture of the bar where I put my finger in it. But Alex Pizarro's fingers were a little smaller, I think. Again, the bar, and in parts of it you can almost see Alex Pizarro's fingerprints. But I sold it on eBay years ago because I have no use for stuff that's damaged like this. So anyway, that's the other side of the bar. How soft is it? I would think it's like, I never touched the stuff, but he said like putty or something. This is aluminium metal on top of a 5-gallon can. It's 4 inch. I think it's 4 inch by 4 inch by 5 long. I forget, but it's sold on eBay as well. These are from the 80s. I threw them in crates to get them out of the way, and over time forgot about them. They followed me around, and I finally decided, I had a lot of them and decided to sell them all off. There's the 4 inch by 4 inch and other materials. Steel and aluminium, and what else? Wood inside of aluminium, I believe. That all got sold off too. I think I got more pictures. That's me in the center, John Hutchison, with Mr. Yamabe, who made a replica of the lab in Canada in Hiroshima City, and he got some weird effects as well, which is was broadcast by Home TV, JOGM Television, Mr. Hino, staff reporter. And I do have the videos that haven't been uploaded yet on the internet, but a very impressive laboratory. Very well made stuff here. Wow, I don't know if anybody can read Japanese. I can't. Can you read Japanese and let me know what it means? It was quite an adventure in Japan. I was there twice for about a month or two. Oh, I add this picture. She was always Dr. Elizabeth Ann Rauscher, who I communicated with way back in the 80s. Eventually came up to Oregon, stayed with us for a month. She's in a wheelchair and wasn't doing too well. She passed away a few years later, but I'd always wheel her out and we'd look at the ocean and talk for a long time. She went through all my papers and put them in order and that kind of thing too. Very intriguing lady. I remember in 97, was it 97? Dr. Rocha and I were at a conference and she said, Herman Zimmerman's coming to pick me up. He's a set designer for Star Trek. And then we go down to Dennis Weaver's home and Jerry, his wife. And Ian was talking away, and Dr. Rocha and I looked at the ocean, and we just went out and went in with our clothes on. So Ian had to give her a change of clothes later on. That's Dr. Rocha, but a very interesting person, brilliant scientist as well. So I wanted to add that into my stuff here. Oh, this is about maybe an ounce or two of ferrofluid. I was in a little pot. I was doing the Hutchison effect. It would move around a little bit and wiggle around and went into this ball, and I had a camera set up very close to it and put it on the highest focus I could. I caught these images, and another image too, into a ball basically, and flopped back down again. Same ferrofluid, it went more into a ball, and the center of it kind of, I don't know how you call it, separated into, I don't know, like a tunnel or something, and this green light appeared. It was very odd. It was fascinating stuff, and it was... Inventor 3 sent me ferrofluid, actually, and I tried it. I got these weird effects. I used a small little handheld camera and just put it down, and if it blew up, so what? But it didn't blow up. I thought it would, but oh well. Another photo, it was actually a video. These are screenshots of the stuff. I don't know where the video is. It's it's got to be somewhere. I keep finding stuff, you know. Anyway, the ferrofluid in a ball form with some kind of shield or something around it. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a container for it or something. I don't know. So many things have happened, but oh well. This is... Nobody's really investigated this, but this is a friend of Tesla who copied his material, had his material in Vancouver, British Columbia. And he passed away a long time ago. I met him, and we'd talk about Tesla, and he had books, and some books were not published. It appeared to be Tesla stuff, but anyway, it's interesting unto itself. So all of this stuff was done. Thomas Lee Richardson would talk to radio host and TV host Jack Webster about Tesla. Good friends they were, and way before Tesla was even idolized, back in the 80s, I guess, 70s. This is a medallion that he struck for Tesla. I have one somewhere, I think. I met Steven Seagal in Mandeville Canyon at his home that was owned by Kelly LeBrock, and another friend of mine. I won't mention his name. He probably wanted to be private, so anyway, they're having fun in the house. So we'll leave it at that. I think Steven moved off to Russia, but I was at his home. He had a home in concert about Pierre Rinpoche, and I do have videos of the whole thing. And other pictures and things. So I was with Thomas when we went to help move stuff out that belonged to Chris Abdallah, Steven Seagal's best friend. So anyway, long story. A photo of me, 1983, in a laboratory of mine. The Los Alamos team showed up, and INSCOM showed up, and quite a lot of people showed up. And that's where I met Colonel John Alexander, who are still friends to this day. Just wanted to share that. It's kind of fun. I have a pile of these slides. Should get them into pictures, I guess. A photo of Rob Simone, the fellow that mentioned the HGH bottle levitating for a while. He was the host of the show, co-produced, as I mentioned before, so there you go. So I was on this program through the DTIC SBIR program. Very interesting stuff. Still got the books and stuff, but most of it I tossed out because so much volume and books they sent and documents and stuff. Anyway, in Hiroshima, the Hiroshima lab, as I call it, myself and Mr. Yamabe were examining some of the connections and stuff with the high voltage for the Tesla lab. Very impressive stuff. This is myself with Ken Shoulders and his wife, 2007 approximately, in Ukiah. I later met up with Ken and wife not too long ago when he was quite sick. Unfortunately, he passed away as well, so a friend dearly missed because we were very close. I do replicated parts, small parts of the H effect, so God bless, dearly miss you guys. Another time with Ken Shoulders and myself with Warren and his girlfriend back, we were down in LA at the time, so what year was that? Well, I don't know, but this is my industrial collection, or lab, if you want to call it a lab. This is where most of the effects happened. A lot of them. There's a lot of energy in this place, and that's a 100,000 volt transformer at 50 kilovolts amperes. That thing really put out a wallop of energy. A lot of stuff in that place. This is yet another time with Ken Shoulders at Linda McLean's home. Lady friend of Herman Zimmerman, Star Trek set designer. So Ken and I hung out here quite a bit and talked and enjoyed the sunlight and all that. What year was that? 99 or something? I didn't forget. But anyway, it was awesome times we had. And I stayed at his home in Bodega, California for a while with Ian and friends. Henry Dakin too. Wow.